Let's talk about one of the biggest, most stressful purchases most of us will ever make, buying a car. It's a huge financial decision, right? Well, today, we're going to break it all down. We're going to figure out how you can get the car you need without accidentally blowing up your finances for years and years to come.
You know that feeling, right? You walk onto the dealership lot, you're feeling confident, you know what you want, and then a few hours later, you're driving away in a brand new car with this sinking feeling in your gut. You start thinking, what did I just agree to? For the next 7 years? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone.
And here's a big reason why. The average monthly payment for a new car in the US has shot up to an incredible $742. And get this, that's before you even think about insurance or gas or maintenance. It's a massive chunk out of anyone's budget.
And for all that money, here's the real gut punch that comes with that new car smell. Literally the second you drive a new car off the lot, it loses about 20% of its value. Just poof, gone. That's a huge financial hit before you've even made your very first payment.
So all of this leads to something we call the car poor trap. It's this system that's kind of designed to make you look successful on the outside, with the fancy ride, while you're actually getting squeezed financially. It quietly starves your other big goals, like saving for a house or retirement. Let's pull back the curtain and see how it works.
So here's the #1 trick in the book. Lenders can make a car that's way too expensive seem totally affordable. How? They focus all your attention on that one little number, the monthly payment. And they get that number down by stretching the loan out over 6, 7, or even 8 years. It's a bit of a magic trick to make you feel comfortable signing on the dotted line. And this right here is the absolute key. Just because a bank approves you for a loan does not mean you can actually afford the car. It just means the bank is confident they can make money from your loan. Their goal is their profit, not your financial well-being. They are not your financial advisor.
Okay, so that's the trap. It's a little scary, right? So how do you steer clear of it? Well, thankfully, there are some really simple, proven rules for buying a car the smart way. These are designed to protect you from making a huge mistake.
All right, the most famous one is called the 24-4-10 rule. It's super simple and crazy effective. Here's how it breaks down. You put at least 20% down as a down payment. You finance the car for no more than 4 years, and your total car costs, that means your payment, your insurance, and your gas, all need to stay under 10% of your gross monthly income.
But, some financial pros think even that rule is a little too risky. They push for something even tougher, the 23-8 rule. So you still put 20% down, but you shrink the loan to just 3 years, and you cap all your transportation costs at only 8% of your income. The logic is pretty solid. If you can't pay off something that's losing value this fast in 3 years, you're probably buying too much car.
So what does this actually look like with real money? Let's take these rules and apply them to a few different salaries and see what kind of car you can actually afford. I'm going to warn you, the numbers might be a little shocking.
Okay, let's get real. If you're making $50,000 a year, following these rules means you're looking at a car that costs somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000. Whoa. And even if you're earning $150,000, the smart price range is only about $30,000 to $35,000. Now just think about that for a second. These numbers are way, way lower than what a dealership would probably be thrilled to finance for you.
And these numbers, they reveal some pretty brutal truths. At $50K a year, you're buying reliable transportation, not a shiny status symbol. At $75K, sorry, you're still not in luxury car land. The big trap when you hit $100K is that I've made it feeling, thinking you deserve a new BMW. And for those higher earners at $150K, the biggest danger is lifestyle inflation, just assuming you have to spend more because you make more.
Now let's talk about the single biggest hidden cost, the thing that makes buying an expensive car so dangerous for your long-term wealth. And that word is depreciation. It is the silent killer of your net worth. Just look at this. A typical car will lose about 60% of its value in the first 5 years alone. So that shiny $30,000 car you were so excited about, well, 5 years from now, it's going to be worth about 12 grand. A car is not an investment. It's actually one of the fastest ways to burn through your money.
Now, to really see how this all plays out over time, let's check out a story about two coworkers. We'll call them Sarah and Mike. They make the exact same salary, but one single decision about what car to buy sends their financial lives in two completely different directions.
So, Sarah and Mike both make $75,000 a year.
Sarah, she falls for this beautiful $35,000 SUV and signs up for a 7-year loan. Her total car costs explode to 18% of her income. But Mike, he goes a different route. He buys a reliable, certified pre-owned sedan for $15,000, and he finances it for only 3 years.
And here is where the magic happens. In just 3 years, Mike's car is completely paid off. Meanwhile, Sarah still has 4 more years of payments on her SUV, which is losing value every single day. But Mike does something really smart. He keeps making his old car payment, but now he pays it to himself. He invests it. And over the next 10 years, that money grows to over $68,000. That right there, that's the opportunity cost Sarah paid for a bigger car.
So at the end of the day, it all comes down to a really basic choice. It's a choice between looking good right now and actually being financially secure for the long haul.
And this really gets to a massive mindset shift. See, truly wealthy people get it. They know a fancy car is usually a drain on wealth, not a sign of it. The person you see driving that 10-year-old Toyota might just be a millionaire because they're busy buying things that make them money, not things that lose them money.
And the stakes here are so high. Just think about it like this. Spending an extra $200 a month on a nicer car doesn't sound like a big deal. But if you invested that same $200 every single month for 30 years, it could grow to over $240,000. All of a sudden, those heated leather seats don't seem quite as important, do they?
So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. What does luxury actually mean to you? Is it the short-term thrill of a brand new car? Or is it the long-term permanent peace of mind that comes from true financial freedom? The choice, as they say, is yours.